what's happening? Paul, I'm here with Kali Center, and I know this is one of the favorite weapons across Filipino martial arts, Indonesian martial arts, all that cool stuff, and it's the Karambit. So what we're going to do today is just work some basic flipping on this thing and just some basic skills if you're just starting off with the Karambit. So hit the thumbs up button, click the subscribe button, and tell me in the comments below if you already own a Karambit, what kind of Karambit do you own, or what's your favorite type of Karambit? And if you don't have a Karambit already, then tell me in the comments below, what is your dream Karambit? Yeah, all right, let's get to it. Alright, so in today's video, I'm using this awesome Karambit. I don't have my training Karambit with me. I'm using this awesome one that I got from my student Stefan over in Germany. When I was out in Belgium, I was out teaching. You guys can check out the videos. Maybe I'll link it at the end of this video, a little highlights when Tom and I were out training with a bunch of the people out there in Belgium. But it's such an awesome gift, and I don't have my training Karambit, so make sure that when you are just learning some of these basic moves, start with the training Karambit. It's just smarter to do it that way, but I'll give you a couple little tips here, so that way it's just better technique for flipping and all that stuff. All right, so let's take a look at it. So as we're going into the Karambit, obviously we have very basic strikes. This is a double-edged Karambit. I don't change the techniques if it's double edge or single edge. If it's single edge, I'm still going to smash somebody with a single edge right there. It may not be as effective cutting wise, but you know, when you smash somebody in the hand or in the face or anything like that with a thin piece of metal, it does tend to hurt and it can still split things open. All right, so obviously we have a few basics here, right? We can come into the basic cuts. We can come into the basic clawing and tears and all that. And you want to keep the movements, you have large movements and you have short movements here. All right, so one of the basic drills I like to do as far as just kind of getting the Karambit moving and getting used to it is just make this big X pattern right in front of you. And then you can tighten up the X pattern in front of you. So you got the bigger X when you need a little bit more power, and a shorter X when you need a little bit more speed. Okay, then we also have the actual clawing of the Karambit when we can come out. So I like to start this up going upwards. I go upwards and upwards. Upwards, 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 upwards. And you're literally clawing, you're tearing with that edge of the Karambit. Here and here. Boom, 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 boom. And of course you could also come horizontal as well. Okay. So those are the 6 basic strikes I like to start everybody off with on the Karambit. 1 and 2 coming downwards. Then we go what we call 3 and 4 coming upwards. And then you can hit the horizontals, forehand and backhand. And you can kind of start playing between these and just kind of create a little bit of a carenza type of flow. So one of the other cool things with the Karambit is the flipping. A lot of people like to do the flippings where they go into the extended grip and then bring it back out. So when we go into the Karambit, into the flipping here, we want to make sure we open up the hand, and then when we flip it, there's what we call the natural break position, where we're going to flip it and then we're going to catch right between our forefinger and our middle finger, and then we're going to break it with the thumb. So that way it's in the grip. And that's the extended grip. There are techniques that you do on that. We don't do a whole bunch of them, but sometimes there are some techniques you can do off the extended grip. When you're coming back down, you open the grip again, and then you catch it right there in those fingers, and then you close it. So some people say that the Karambit should be in line with your knuckles here, and that is somewhat correct because you want the knuckles to ideally be in line with where the blade edge is at. But as you're doing some of the flips, sometimes what happens is that the ring of the Karambit does slide over. So you just adapt to it. Okay? It's about skill. So you just adapt to it. So one of the big pointers here is when you're doing this type of flipping, You want to make sure that you catch it in this natural break position when you're going into the extension, but when you're coming back, you want to make sure that your palm is on an angle and that your forearm is outside. That way you don't bring this back and the karambit sticks into your own wrist. So we've seen that happen from time to time, but you don't want to do it that way. So the palm is facing kind of almost halfway downwards, like diagonally, and then your forearm is out. So that way your karambit is flipping back into the reverse grip away from your wrist and away from your forearm. And then you can catch it. So you have out and in, out and in. So while you're working out here and you're working all these things, these 6 basic strikes, then you can come out to in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out to in. Or you can do a couple of these and then come back into some basic strikes, out to in. Later on, these can also become different types of strikes. You can strike it out, strike it out, strike it out, strike it out like that. But we don't do a whole lot of this flipping here when we are working out with the karambit. Typically, we just keep it in the grip and we work it that way. But just a couple basic moves with the karambit, pretty cool. Again, start off with the trainer. I don't have my trainer with me today, that's why I'm using this one, but it's a super cool karambit. And again, in the comments below, tell me what is your favorite karambit that you may own, or if you don't have one yet, what is your dream karambit that you wish that you can get. If you want to continue your karambit training, head on over to KaliCenter.com, or I'll put a link below, and check out my karambit DVD download. I'll put a special promotional code, so that way you can get an extra discount off of that karambit DVD if you want to get a little bit more training with it. All right, and other than that, hit the subscribe button, keep on training, have fun, and I'll see you next time.